Good morning. I'd like to share with you this morning something out of John chapter 15. John chapter 15, Jesus says this, "I am the true vine, and my Father is the husbandman. Abide in me, and I in you, as the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, except it abide in the vine. No more can you, except you abide in me. I am the vine, and you are the branches, and he that abideth in me, and I in him, the same brings forth much fruit, for without me you can do nothing. If a man abide not in me, he is cast forth as a branch, and is withered, and men gather them, and cast them into the fire, and they are burned. If you abide in me, and my words abide in you, you shall ask what you will, and it shall be done unto you. If you keep my commandments, you shall abide in my love, even as I have kept my Father's commandments, and abide in his love. These things have I spoken unto you, that my joy might remain in you, and that your joy might be full." As we read through that, there was a word that kept recurring, and I think you probably caught it, the word abide. When we define the word abide, the dictionary calls it to remain stable or fixed, to continue in place. And that is what Jesus is saying here in this scripture. He said, I'm the true vine. I'm the one that you need to latch onto and hold on to. If you abide in me, and my words abide in you, you shall ask what you will, and it shall be done unto you. You can bear much fruit if you abide in me. But you can't bear any fruit if you don't abide in me. If my words abide in you, I like that. You see, God calls us to be men and women of God, and to be people who study his word and who look into his word for the answers that we need in our lives. And he changed the face of religion here and brought us into the idea of Christianity when he said this, "You shall ask what you will. If my words abide in you, you shall ask what you will, and it shall be done unto you." The idea of asking the Father through the name of the Son is brought up in these few chapters 15 and 16. And it all comes from abiding in him, being a part of his family, holding on to him, allowing him to be the one that feeds us with the fruit of the Spirit, with the love of God. If you keep my commandments, you shall abide in my love. Holding fast to the hand of God. Even when things don't seem to be going right, we can abide in him and allow him to lift us up and to hold us up and to keep us from all harm. And then I like the way it ends. He ends it after he uses the word abide 9 times in these 7 verses. He ends it with this, "These things have I spoken unto you, that my joy might remain in you, and that your joy may be full." Jesus wants us to have the joy of the Lord. Nehemiah talked about the strength of our salvation is the joy of the Lord. David said, "Lord, return unto me the joy of my salvation." He wants us to abide in his love, that our joy might be full. Doesn't mean we're going to be happy all the time, but we can have the joy of Jesus sunk deep into our soul and hold fast to his hand even when we're going through tough times, because we abide in him and he uses us that we might be his spokesman to a lost and dying world. Abide in him today and allow him to use you to do the things that he wants to do through you. And then we know your joy will be full. God bless you, and you have a marvelous day.